Babe, hello? Is it on? You can't hear me? Hello, guys. Let me know when you're on. Can you let TME know that I am live, please? It's finally working, guys. I am on here. I'm gonna let a couple people get in the chat first before I start for tonight. Okay. I broke a sweat trying to get this live on board. This is crazy. I hope everybody come back. We're talking about Black relationships. Y'all gotta let me know when you're in the chat. Let me go check on this. Y'all stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hello, guys. I'm still waiting for somebody to get back in the chat. I didn't schedule this one, so it might not be a lot of people on here. Oh, it was stressful, y'all. It was stressful. Waiting for one person to come out, one more person to come in before I start. It was so many started, it was messed up. I guess they was trying to see if I'm gonna stay on here for a long time. I better not start messing with that screen because I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Please, let's just start talking about it, y'all. I was trying to. Oh, I got two people on here now. The second person, can y'all hear me? Let's go. I finally got it working. Can you hear me too? Number two, the second person. Oh yes. Okay, Chase. How you doing tonight? I want to talk about relationships. So if you're down for relationships, stay on. There's six people in the chat. That's what's up. Okay. I want to talk about how relationships. This y'all know this is my first live, right? Y'all know that, right? I ain't never did a live before. So I was kind of anxious getting on here. There's a lot of people getting in the chat too, but I want to talk about Black relationships and why they fall apart. And I think that most of them fall apart because everybody's in survival mode. What's up? The hook? What y'all think the reason why people is breaking up in relationships? Because I really want to touch bases on why as Black people can't stay together. You know, some people I ain't gonna say that because I got two friends that's been with their relationship for 40 years. Hey Timmy, what's up? Y'all got questions about a relationship? 'Cause, I'm definitely talking about relationships, Black families, Black healing. Y'all tap the screen, share the live, and let's talk honestly. Okay? This ain't a man bashing live. This ain't a woman bashing live. This is a truth telling live. So y'all want to ask some questions about women? I'm welcoming you to ask questions because Y'all see my content all the time. And hey, Marvelous Male, what's up? What's up? You know, as Black families, we are raised to survive, not to be soft. So we don't trust easily. We grow up expecting, you know, hard times at all times. And so, you know, it's just about survival. We always on guard. We always reading tones instead of listening. We always expecting betrayal. And I'm not talking about the people that's happy because there's some happy people on here right now that I know that's in relationships that's real happy. But it like Marvelous Mill told me one time, it's about boundaries. Hey, Mighty Soul, what's going on, girl? Please like the live. You heard Mighty Soul. Y'all got any questions? Who taught y'all love? Who taught y'all how to love? And why do you think, if you're not in a relationship, why do you think that you can't be in love? What did you see growing up with your parents? Did you see love in the house? Yeah, please subscribe too. Thank you, Chase. I had never seen Chase on here before, like on my feed. So I appreciate you. Much love. Okay. I want to talk about cheating too. It's about emotional disconnection, you know, when somebody doesn't feel seen. It's your first time? Okay. I hope it's not your last time. um, but I want to talk about how you need outside validation because you don't feel seen in the house. Um, it doesn't mean that cheating is right, but it does mean that you have to pay attention to your loved ones in the house. And let's talk about why people checking out in the first place. Why do people get in arguments in the first place? I mean, a lot of times people get in arguments because they are in a relationship and they're not talking. Like, what makes it in a relationship where you are so close, and then once you be together for so long, you don't be as close? What is it? Thank you, Mighty Soul. Thank you. Y'all tell me. Y'all talk to me about relationship. What y'all think about it? A lot of Black men were taught to provide, not to process, to lead, not to feel, to respect, not to understand. So when women want emotional presence, he hears criticism. A lot of women learn to be independent early, to love deeply, but protect harder. So when a man pulls away emotionally, she becomes guarded instead of vulnerable. And it's a lot of communication problems when you're in a relationship. Y'all, thank y'all for the likes and stuff. Men, what shuts you down emotionally when you're in a relationship with a woman? Let's talk about that. Nobody wants to be the first one to say anything about their relationship or their love, or, you know, everybody kind of scared to let their stuff be on display. Y'all gotta talk to me. Let me know. Women, what makes you stop trying in a relationship? Let's talk about that. And if you're not in a relationship, why aren't you in a relationship? What makes you not want to be in a relationship anymore? Let's talk about that. Unhealed people don't recognize peace as love. That's so true. I feel like people need to heal before going into a relationship. Not saying be perfect, but know your flaws so you can work on yourself. Yeah, you got to work on that's another thing. Like, a lot of us, we don't work on ourselves. We get in relationship and we already got trauma. in our life. We already hate and got bitterness, but we don't work on ourselves, and none of us is really close to God like we're supposed to be. And I mean, I'm not saying to be super religious or nothing like that, but if you have a religion, you know, hey, you should be knowing about that. They asked me to do a Q&A, y'all. I ain't never did that. They say, "What's your hidden talent?" I don't know if I should do that. Mighty so when you do your live, do you listen to this thing that's popping up? Yeah, but you're right. You got to heal yourself first. A lot of people getting into relationship, they destructive. They hate everybody that they in a relationship, new relationship to, or they keep dating the same people that has the same kind of trauma and same kind of disrespect. They keep wanting respectful men or women, but they keep dating disrespectful men and women. I just don't want the wrong one. And the man running to ain't what I want. I'm not to try to be a babysitter. Exactly. Can't be a babysitter. Can't be babysitting men, grown men. And I mean, it's like, but do you uh look for the same kind of people or do you date different type of people? Do you always have uh he said backflip. But do you still date the same type of people? When you say you want something different, do you really get something different? Like if you want a God fearing man, do you look for that God fearing man or do you like the spicy side? Nice. Yeah. He said backflip. So yeah, you gotta definitely look for different stuff, and I say when you're in a relationship or you out of a relationship looking for a relationship, you should, look for what you really want. And I tell y'all all the time, take the sex out of it as women because women will use their body parts just to get a man and think that he gonna be stuck on that body forever. But it's like a toy, it gets old. It's like a dog. That's why they refer men to dogs. And I ain't bashing on men, because we like dogs, okay? But I'm saying that they they get done with that toy and they trying to look for another toy because it's not just they see it all the time. Yeah, most women don't know what they want up front. They say they want this and that, and then somebody who giving them all the love, thank you, boo, giving them all the love, they diss them. They don't show them love like that. They don't love a man. They don't want no man like that. They get in a relationship and just treat that man horribly. But like I said before, y'all have to take y'all body out of it. Y'all need a man, take the money out of it. If you go on a date with a female and she got a whole bunch of makeup on and she got all the seductive clothes on, don't date her. You need to date that woman when her armor is off. That makeup is gone. You like voice impressions? What kind of voice impressions? Girl, you got a long name. Is this a girl or a guy? Alice? Oh, it's Alice, your girl. Okay, it's Alice, your girl. Y'all know I can't see. I would love to hear them. You got a YouTube page that you be doing your impressions on? Okay. But one of my girlfriends was dating this guy and he had problems with his mom and he was always arguing with his mom all the time. Oh, okay. Well, tell me, link it in the comments so I can look at this later and then I can go on your page and support your page because I do that. Oh, yeah, no, I don't know how to get it off. Girl, I don't know what I'm doing. let's keep talking about this until somebody else come on here and say something. Unhealed people don't recognize peace and love. They recognize familiar stuff like the chaos feels normal. Calm feels boring. So if they're not in a relationship that's wild and crazy and toxic, that's boring to them. Oh, is she? She your supporter or something? You know her? Okay. Oh, girl, thank you, girl. I'm so glad you over here, honey, because I don't know nothing. Okay. So what else y'all want to know about? Y'all want to know something about the page? What should I talk about on my next live? And like I said, everybody got to heal. Big healing is being accountable. What you want me to talk about, Chase? You want me to give you some game on some women? How you walk up on a female and holler, or you got a female already? And a lot of times in y'all relationship, y'all got to be able to say I was wrong and I need help. I'm triggered. You gotta be able to say that, before the pain. You gotta let them know that you're being vulnerable, and if you ain't vulnerable and you can't be vulnerable to your person, you slept with them too early because you're supposed to be knowing each other before you uh sleep together. Yeah, a lot of people mess around with people and then they don't want to tell nothing. They quiet in the relationship. They don't want to tell them, "Hey, I don't like that." They want to act tough and strong, and it keeps wearing them down and breaking them down and breaking them down. And pretty soon, they don't even like that person no more, and they can't even talk about it. Everything they say, they got so they triggered. They triggered so bad that they can't even, you know, say nothing without argument. They let it get all the way to the boiling point before they say something. And I don't agree that's a good thing. I think that communication is key. And that's why you got to stop sleeping with these men so early so y'all can know them. And you can see their flaws. The red flags don't pop in until you actually see what's going on with them. And you know that person as a person. And I remember talking to the Hathaway. Oh no, you say something now, don't you? I do too. I say something right away. I do not care. I would say something so quick, it don't even matter. You put the 100 in the chat, like, yeah, that's your thing, 100. Communication is key. And you also said something about boundaries too. You said something about boundaries. You said, y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that subscribe button, y'all keep liking it, running it up. But yeah, you said something about boundaries. You got to have boundaries in a relationship and trust. Trust is everything. Men, a lot of men have feminine energy. A woman can't be in her feminine energy because the man is, and I'm doing a video on that soon. How, when it comes down to men, uh, yeah, say it up front. But how men we be out and stuff and you hanging out and stuff and women and kids come up, it's for the woman to interact with them kids and that woman. And if that man is acting first, that woman is gonna, fill his shoes and become the masculine because she has to protect herself. So only time a woman is ever in her masculine is when a man is in his feminine. Go to sleep, Chase. Good night. So yeah, it's very important for a man to be masculine at all times, so a woman can always be feminine. It's very important for that. Real love requires discipline, discipline over ego, over impulses, and over pride. What does accountability look to y'all? What does it look like to y'all in y'all relationship? Because, black love does not fail because of we don't love hard enough because we the strongest, hardest loving people in the world. It fails because we love from wounds instead of wholeness. And we don't love unconditionally. We want God to love us unconditionally, but we don't love each other unconditionally. If you do anything, you don't want God to be like, I'm done with you, but you in a relationship, you don't love like that. Yes, it's very important to have boundaries and even more so to be able to explain those boundaries. So there's clarity for both parties. Yeah, and marvelous Mia, how do you act if you don't feel like you heard? Are you being listened to after you tell your mate um, that you don't like something, or how do you think he should address that? My next relationship, I will not be the man and woman. Yeah, it's hard, It's hard. You got to be masculine all the time. You got to stand up for yourself all the time. You worried and anxious everywhere you go because you're scared of anything that's going to happen or anything can go wrong because you are the manly. You can't be feminine. When you laugh and engage with women, you don't want your man laughing and engaging because you laughing and engaging. Because some women think that's friendly and they take it the wrong way. Or men too. Men, there's women that do it too. I would say accountability in my relationship would be for me to get the courage to admit when I'm wrong and moment instead of when my hubby confronts me about it. Yeah, exactly. If you say, dang, I was messed up, you got to take accountability. That is so important. That's facts. He said fact. That's very important in a relationship. You should be accountable for yourself. It's so easy to point the finger, but you ever point the finger at yourself. That's the main thing. And that's one thing I've been trying to do. There's this book that I'm reading right now, y'all. This is the book. It's called Zip It. Okay. I'm reading this book for real. And it got some quotes in there. And even got a workbook in there. And it talk about how women mess up stuff with their mouth. And you can get a man to say a lot of good stuff if you just uh, and he'll talk to you more if you don't feel like he bashed. He'll say, I love you. I'm sorry if you uh, don't always criticize them or talk crazy to them and you stay silent. Sometimes you just got to be quiet and say, baby, I didn't like that. And he got to feel supported. And a man, you got to realize if you know that this woman loves you more than she loves anybody, and if she tells you something from her heart, usually you should be able to believe her because if you know she loves you and God sent you her, then that means that you should know that anything she say out her mouth, you should be able to listen to because she gonna direct y'all in the right places, period. She's not gonna never misdirect y'all. So it's just good to know that, you know. Y'all gotta follow if y'all want more content, relationship growth, healing. I say a lot of stuff. I usually write it down. This is my first live, so I really didn't know what to say. I was trying to see if it worked, you know. You gotta drop a heart if you stay to the end. And remember, love grows where honesty lives. And I appreciate every last one of y'all for hopping on here because I've been on here for 24 minutes. Mighty Soul, Troy Doe, Marvin Sameo, and Chase, whatever his last name is, I don't know. And then Alice, I got to find her page so I can look on her thing. I think she follows Mighty Soul for the night. But I just want y'all to be positive this year because it's a new year. Y'all start having y'all goals and meeting y'all goals. And anything on our calendar, we got to do it. Don't put it on your calendar if you're not doing it this year, okay? You gotta put it on your calendar, and if you put it on there, you gotta do it. Thank you, mighty so. Was your first live good? How'd you feel? I love you too. I love you too, y'all. I just got monetized, y'all. Y'all don't know that. I just got monetized. And that's why I'm doing my live now. So I can get my watch hours way up. So I can start cutting the check. And then I can let y'all know how much money I got. Okay. Yeah. Anybody got something else to say before I get off of here? Because I'm running out of time. I just want to do like a quick 25 minutes to see how I feel about it. And the next time I'm gonna come on here more prepared. And I'm just gonna start talking and reading. Let's go. Let's go. I got monetized. I can't believe it. Okay. I love y'all though. I appreciate y'all. And what do I always say? Somebody say it for me. Make sure you always. Who gonna say it first? I got 5 people that follow and don't remember my first live, but I was scared. I know I was nervous when I come, but I did a live before, but I wasn't even. I would yep, sipping it slow and make sure you're always sipping it slow. That's right. But I think you cheated though, Troy. Though. But listen, I was scared this time. The first one I just pushed live and I just got on. I was cool. I was like, I'm just gonna push live and go. I wasn't even prepared. This time I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna talk about. And I got kind of nervous about getting on here because I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, But when I just get on here and freestyle, I think I do better. Yeah. So, yep, y'all got it. Sipping it slow. Sipping it slow. Everybody says sipping it slow. Period. I love you all. I appreciate y'all. I don't know what this number 95 mean at the top. Maybe it's the people, how many people came through here. I don't know. That's why I won. Oh, yeah. He not on his tablet. That's why he won. That's the person who do my edits, y'all. Y'all see it. If y'all need editing or anything done, y'all hook up with Troido. 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 All right. But no, for real. Oh, Miguel is on here. I'm finna leave. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Where y'all from? He said Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You all the way in Pennsylvania watching? Y'all know I can't talk. Pennsylvania. I'm in Florida. Where everybody at? 95 cent? I don't know. Maybe. It's next to that. Dallas, Texas is in here in the building. Mighty so ain't you from Ohio? I be watching, girl. Yeah, I know it. I'm glad you can. Hey, why would when couldn't go on live in my live, y'all couldn't hear me? DFW, stand up. Why when I got on my live and y'all couldn't hear me? TME, my tech guy, he was like, turn off your stuff, restart everything, and then come back on and see if it worked. And it works. I was like, I'm so glad I got a tech person on me, so I don't have to worry about that. You know, it was crazy at the start, y'all. So next time y'all gotta give me some topics to talk about next time that y'all gonna engage in and y'all gonna be ready. And I was thinking about should I do it on Friday, every Friday? Is everybody down with Friday? Because I know it's mighty so you do yours on Thursday. So I don't want to do Thursday if you're doing Thursday. Yes. Yep. Thank you, Troy. Look, boom. I appreciate you because I was so messing up. Y'all think every Friday though? I'm gonna try every Friday at 8:30. And I'm gonna restart my stuff first and then get on here. I almost did 30 minutes. I gotta stay on here for 30 minutes now, y'all. For real. What y'all cooking tonight? Do y'all cook? I made some chickpeas tacos tonight. They were so good. I put chickpeas, I put the taco seasoning in it. It was like some organic taco seasoning. And then I put corn in it. And then I had chopped up some onions, some bell peppers, and then I had the salsa and stuff like that. It was so good. Yes, Fridays. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to do it on every Friday, y'all. On 3 weeks. Cleanses. I'm on a 3 week cleanse. What do you do on a 3 week cleanse? Do you eat food at all? You didn't cook. What you mean you didn't cook, girl? You gotta cook. You teach me sewing, I teach you cooking. Quick meals too. My meals be done so quick because I work, so I can't be cooking all night. My meals gotta be 10, 15 minutes. Quick. I'll show you some good healthy meals too to cook. Breadsticks and salad. Oh my God, you making me so hungry. Was it vegan? Marvelous meal? The Daniel's fast? What the heck is that? I ain't never heard of that. The Daniel's fast? Oh, you can't hate cooking. That's the way to a man's heart. You gotta learn how to. I gotta help you learn how to cook. I'm gonna show you some easy stuff, but it's just the cleanup though. That's the rough part. But once you find that man that's paying them bills, girl, you gonna be able to do all that. But if you gotta pay your own bills, I understand. For real. If you gotta pay your own bills, I do not hate on that. If you eat out or whatever, I would be teaching my son how to cook if I was you. He look like he'll know how to cook. He look like he's smart enough. Oh, not vegan this time? Oh my goodness. It was good though, I know. It was so good. What you put in it? Y'all, I'm out of here though. I love y'all for showing up for me. All your ex used to cook meals, most of the meals and you cleaned. Okay, yeah, you always cleaning up. I see that on your live. He cooks. He does cook. 100. That's your word. 100. I know it's you. When I see 100, I know it's you because you always say 100 for sure. Troy, though, I wish I could play your music on my live, like dun 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 dun. Troy does music too, y'all. So he follow him, follow Mighty Soul. These is my top people ever. They always show up. Marvelous Male. She ain't got no page. I've been trying to get her to do a page because she is so positive, very positive. We giving page shout outs right now. Marvelous Male, you need to get some content. Mighty Soul is always got plenty of content. She keeps me involved, engaged, and laughing because you are low key funny as hell. Okay. And Troy though, he always playing his games. He got his music. He does Twitch, and he got a Twitch too. So you can put your Twitch on there too. Okay, please, because I would love some positive affirmations from you because you be have some good positive words. Yes. He's oh, he gonna give you permission to use it. I've been using it on my videos. That's the sipping slow. That's Troy though. Remember when you said you was rapping that on your live and you was like, yeah, it's sipping slow. That's Troy though music. Please start your page, Marvelous Male. Marvelous Male and Mighty Soul, y'all follow each other. Y'all are and we all Tauruses. We Tauruses. Okay. Taurus nations, every one of us is. Matter of fact, Troy Doe, Marvin Smith, Mighty Soul, and T right here. Spilling the tea right here. We all Tauruses. Y'all put y'all Taurus horns up. Yeah. Period. That's why we so loyal. And y'all came on here because Taurus do what we say. For real. We do what we say we gonna do. And we got one Sag in the building too. Yes, mocha poppies in the house, supposedly. Yes, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Y'all put them Tauruses up. All right. Yes, Tauruses, period. 425. May 5-8. 429. Put that 429 in there. I know. Yes. 516. Yes. Straight up tourists. Okay, so that's how we gonna roll from now on with the tourist nation. Everybody got to show mail. Get your marvelous mail. You got to get your page now because we gotta flow with this tourist nation. Going to represent everywhere we go. Okay, and we love everybody else too. Y'all welcome to the party. All right. But yes, for sure. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm so glad I made it to 30 minutes, y'all. 100. I love y'all. Peace. Peace. Y'all, I want y'all to see my nails before I get off. Yeah, see? Oh, I can't. Yes, they flowers, okay? Yes. Well, I'm out. See ya. I don't even, how do you, okay, Mighty, so how do you turn this off? I don't know how to do that. Oh, that's horrible. Y'all know I'm slow with this. This my first live, y'all. Remember this my first live. I don't know how to turn it off at all. I said good night like 5 times. Oh, I know. I don't know how to turn the off. The thing. The thing. I think I pushed the X in the button. Let me try that. Hold on. Yep, in.